There's something insanely satisfying about putting butter into your hot oatmeal and just letting it, just letting it.
What's up everybody, my name's Anthony Rogers and welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, can we just take a minute to just take a minute. Can you see the difference in this, the quality? My camera finally came in. It's a G7X Mark II second edition, whatever the fancy name for it is, but it's just infinitely better than my phone. So all the quality from here on out is just gonna be like sky high. Unfortunately, the tripod that I have still has my like phone attachment on it and it is stuck. So I'm gonna need help getting that off. So I don't have it for this video and we're just gonna have to make do doing this kind of like selfie style clip thing. Anyway, I've decided to make today's video about being thrifty because these are tips and strategies that I've been implementing since moving to Seattle. And I think that not only can they help you with just adjusting or finding a new place, but for anybody who's trying to really save and budget what they're doing while also still maintaining a comfortable and fun lifestyle. So without further ado, let's get into some of the things that I've been doing that I think can really help anybody to save some money and be a little smarter about their shopping. Tip number 1, shopping at cheap grocery stores. Yes, occasionally everyone would like to go out and eat some fancy meals, and maybe that's your thing. Maybe you like to go out a lot, but for me personally, one of the ways that I really save money is by going to cheap grocery stores. And I mean, like in Missouri, I went to Aldi, and that was like a really low budget, low price store where you could get a lot of kind of off-brand foods for a really low price. Here in Seattle, since there's no Aldi around me, I did manage to find this grocery store. It's called like Grocery Outlet Bargain Mart. That's what it is. And it's basically Seattle's version of an Aldi. And I can get all of my food in bulk for really cheap there. No matter where you're at, there is bound to be one of these cheap grocery stores. And the easiest way to find it is to just do a Google search. I don't know if you all know, but it took me a long time to figure it out. Google's got this really cool way of showing you how expensive different stores or different places are. So when you're typing in cheap grocery stores near me, Google will pull up in the search engine a bunch of different stores around you, and it'll have dollar signs representing how expensive each store is. I always look for the single dollar sign, and sometimes you'll find some sketchy places, but you'll also be able to find stores like Aldi or Grocery Outlet Bargain Mart. Such a long name. Why? It's just a really obnoxious name. But you'll be able to find places that sell things for really cheap. And that's a really easy way for me to save money by buying groceries in bulk that I like to eat and will eat a lot of for a very cheap price. And the second thing I'll do to save a few dollars is to look at the gas station prices around me. I know here in Seattle, public transportation is huge. Everybody's using it, but unfortunately I'm not able to use public transportation to get to and from work. So instead I do have to spend money on gas, which means that I've done some shopping. I've looked around at some of the gas stations, and even though their prices go up and down all the time, there's usually consistency between which gas stations are the cheapest. And I found that here in Seattle, Safeway has been the cheapest option. It's like 50 cents cheaper than all of the other gas stations. But moral of this story is do some hunting, look at the gas stations around you and kind of gauge which ones offer the cheapest prices most consistently and use those if you can't use public transportation or carpool, because that's so much better for the environment and infinitely the cheapest option. Tip number 3. And this one's the one everybody probably expects from the title of the video, is go thrift shopping. Go to actual thrift stores. For me, almost all the clothes I own are thrifted at this point, except for socks and underwear and shoes. I like my shoes to be really good quality because those need to hold up and be able to take a beating, so I like to get higher quality shoes that are gonna last me a little longer, so I don't thrift most of my shoes. I have found some really good shoe finds at thrift stores, but thrifting is a really good way to get clothes and also items to decorate your house, or sometimes furniture. Furniture at thrift stores is insanely cheap, like you would not even believe. Otherwise, I go to IKEA for like household goods, which is also a really cheap option. But thrift stores is a great way to find clothing and home accessories that you can use to decorate your place or make you feel a little better if you want to go on that big shopping spree but don't want to be spending tons and tons of cash. But right along with the thrifting concept, my fourth and final tip is all about when you're shopping online, because that's how everybody shops these days, right? Everything is online. Even when you're on Amazon or scrolling through Google and looking at shopping prices, whatever the item is that you're looking to buy, check out the used items for that same product. Amazon does a good job at listing used items and categorizing how the quality of those used items are, and then also you're able to return the item even if it's bad. So what I like to do is try and find the like new products that are generally cheaper than the product as is, but still basically the same quality. And even if it's not at that standard that I have, I can always ship it back, get my money back, and try again. And rather than me just sitting here kind of preaching these strategies to you, I'm actually gonna walk you through some of the steps that I take when I'm looking for good prices or looking for good shopping places to go to in the next couple of videos. I think I'm gonna give each kind of topic their specific video and kind of outline just my process for going about saving some money but still spending and treating yourself a little bit. So there you have it. That's all of my tips for being thrifty that I'm gonna list out this week. I look forward to posting some of the actual like in-store videos that I've got coming up in the following weeks. But until then, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.